Today we are going to learn modeling and solving two-step equations. Let's start with modeling two-step equation. As you can see, this bar and circle is algebra tile, and we're going to use the key to figure it out which one is positive and which one is negative. If it is a open circle, it represents a positive number. If it's a shaded circle, it represents a negative number. If it is a bar and it is unshaded, it represents a negative x, a positive x. And if it is a shaded bar, it represents a negative x. All right, we're going to use this for the example. So this is two shaded bar, it represents negative 2x. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 8 because the open one represent positive. Shaded represent negative number. So we're not going to solve it yet. We just learn how to read the algebra tile, read the models, and then after we learn how to solve it, we're going to go back and solve this problem. So again, please use these keys for this guided practice. So we see 3 positive x, 3x, plus 2, that this is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 equal negative 10. This is 4x. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They are both positive. This is shaded, so they are all negative. So first we have negative 2x, and then we have negative 4, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 6. This is negative 2x again. This is negative 4 again. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. We will go back and solve it later. Now we're going to learn how to solve two-step with inverse operation. So let's take a look on the first equation. I'm going to write it on this side. AB plus 5 equal 29. We're going to learn how to solve it. But before we learn how to solve it, let's understand this meaning. 8 is in front of that variable. 8 is coefficient. Any number that's in front of the letter, the variable, is coefficient. B is the unknown variable. It can be any letter, A, C, Z, X. X is common variable that we usually see. 5 is a number, and we call it constant. 29 is also a constant. It is a number. So 8b plus 5, these are called expression. Also, 29 by itself on the other side is called expression. So two expressions are equivalent to each other. I will call it equation. So we're going to learn how to solve this equation. First, step 1, I'm going to add or subtract to get rid of the constant. I can't erase it, but it's okay. So I need to get rid of the constant. So we know the constant is 5, so I need to get rid of it by doing the inverse operation. So if what is the inverse of addition? Subtraction, right? So we're gonna subtract 5 on both sides. After you subtract 5 on both sides, plus 5 minus 5 is 0. 29, subtract 5, I got 24. So we just done with step 1. Step 2 is something that you learn in 6th grade. It's become, from 2-step, it become 1-step equation. A times B equal 24. So step 2, you're going to do either multiply or divide to get rid of the coefficient. So A times B, 8 is coefficient. And to get rid of that, we do the inverse operation, A times B, so the inverse is divide. So we divide to 8 to get rid of this 8. So 8 divide 8, you got 1x, or just x. 24 divided by 8, you got 3. So you just find that x equivalent to 3. All right. So let's just practice some of these problems, and you will feel better. First, I'm going to draw the line. So solve each of 2-step equation, then you substitute to check your answers. Show all the work. So first, I'm going to draw the line. Okay. My job is to solve the equation. My job is to find out how much is x. So I am going to try to solve the x right here. Okay, so I'm going to look at everything on the side with that x. Okay, so step 1, I'm going to get rid of the constant. So 9x minus 7, I'm going to get rid of the constant minus 7. So I'm going to read the inverse. So what is the inverse of subtraction? Addition. Whatever I do to the left, I need to do it to the right. Okay? And then everything I don't use it, I bring it down. So at 9x, I didn't use it, I bring it down. Minus 7 plus 7 is 0. Equal to, I bring it down. Minus 7 plus 7 again is 0. Okay? Next, after I've get rid of the constant, now I'm going to get rid of the variable, the coefficient. So 9 times x. So what is the inverse of the multiplication? Division. So 9 divided 9. So x will be equivalent to 0, because 0 divided 9 is 0. 9 divided 9 is 1. So x equivalent to 0. How to check the answer? We're going to substitute the answer to the equation to check the answer. So I'm going to do it. So x equivalent to 0, to check the answer, I'm going to plug 0 into the x, or substitute the 0 into the x. So we have 9 times 0 minus 7. We're going to see is that equivalent to negative 7 or not. Okay? So 9 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 7 is equivalent to negative 7. Yes. So x equal with 0 is good. Let's try number 2. 2 times a minus 3. Oh, 2a minus 3 equals 6. Draw the line. Okay. First, I need to get rid of the constant. So I usually circle the constant. I circle the the negative sign in front of it. So what is the inverse of subtraction? Addition. So 2a, I didn't use it. I put it down. Minus 3 plus 3 is 0. 6 add 3 is 9. So 2 times a equal 9, one-step equation. So 2 times a, what is the inverse of multiplication? Division. So 2 divide 2, I got 1a. 9 divide 2, I got 4.5. So a equivalent with 4.5. Let's check to see is my answer correct. I'm gonna plug 4.5 into the a. So 2 times 4.5 minus 3. So 2 times 4.9 is 9. 4.5 is 9. 9 minus 3 is equivalent to 6. This is the same answer with the equation. So it's good. Number 3. Negative 4 times m plus 5 equal negative 15. Draw the line. First, I need to get rid of the constant, plus 5. So instead of plus 5, what is the inverse of operation? Inverse operation? Minus 5. Okay. So whatever you don't use, you rewrite it. Plus 5 minus 5 is 0. Negative 15 and negative 5. Okay? So what is negative 15 and negative 5? Negative 20. Same side, add and keep. Different side, subtract. This is same side. They are both negative. We add them up and keep the side. Okay. Negative 4 times m. What is the coefficient? Negative 4. So I need to get rid of that negative coefficient, negative 4 times m, so I'm going to divide. Okay, make sure you divide negative 4 for both sides, because I need to get rid of negative 4, so I need to divide by negative 4. So negative 4 divided by negative 4, I got 1 m. Negative 20 divided by negative 4, I got 5. Negative divided by negative is positive, the reader man. Use that. So m equivalent to 5. Let's check the answer. So 5, I'm going to plug in here. So negative 4 times 5 plus 5. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. Add 5. Same side, add and keep. Different side, subtract. Keep the side of higher number. So we subtract is 15. Keep the side of higher number is negative 15. So this is also the answer for the equation. Okay. I'm gonna do number 4. Draw the line. 10 minus 6x equivalent to negative 104. So this is harder. Now, what is the constant? Constant is a number by itself. So 10 is the constant. Now there's nothing in front of it, so it's a positive 10. So what should I do to get rid of that positive 10? Minus 10. If I do it to the left, I need to do it to the right. So 10 minus 10 is 0. Negative 6x, I put it down. Make sure you put it down, the negative also. If it's negative, you put it down, negative. Negative 104 and 10 is negative 114. Same sign, add and keep. We add these two numbers and keep the sign. Now, negative 6 times x, we need to do the inverse of that number is dividing. Make sure the coefficient is negative, so we divide by a negative number as well. So negative 6x divided by negative 6 is just x. 114 divided by 6. How many times is 6 going to 11? 154 divided by 6 is 9. So the answer is 19. Okay, negative divided by negative, your answer is positive. Alright. Number 5, you guys can go back and check the answer by plug 19 into the x. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this worksheet. X over 9 minus 1. So first, I'm going to get rid of the constant. The constant is a number by itself. Make sure I'm circling the negative as well. So inverse of subtraction is addition. Whatever I do to the left, I do it to the right. So whatever you don't use, you put it down. Minus 1 and plus 1 is 0. Negative 2 add 1. Same side add and keep, different side subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1. Keep the sign up higher number, so it's still negative. So x divide 9, x over 9 is x divide 9. What is the inverse of division? Multiplication. Multiplication. So 9 over 9 is just x by itself. Negative 1 times 9 is negative 9. Alright, to check the answer, I'm going to plug it in and check. So negative 9, I plug it in here. Negative 9 divide 9 minus 1. So negative 9 divided by 9 is negative 1. Negative 1 minus to negative 1 is negative 2. So this is the answer. This is the right answer. Number 6, draw the line. Okay, get rid of the constant. So negative 8 minus x over 4 equals 5. So this is the constant that I'm going to get rid of. So instead of negative 8, I add 8 on both sides. Negative 8 add 8 is 0. Whatever you don't use, you put it down. Negative x over 4. Make sure it's negative as well. 5 plus 8 is 13. Alright, negative x divide 4. So what is the inverse of division? Multiplication. So make sure you multiply negative 4 on both sides. So you x over 4 mean I'm going to multiply with 4, but because this is negative, so I need to multiply with a negative number, negative 4. Okay, so x equivalent with 52, negative. Alright, let's check the answer. Negative 8 minus negative 52 over 4. Okay, alright, so PEMDAS, I'm going to divide first. So negative 52 divided by 4, I got what? 13. negative 13. And then when I see that subtraction, I'm going to do KAO. Keep, add the opposite of negative 13 is positive 13. Different side we subtract, keep the side of higher number. Here we go. All right. If we have free time, please go ahead and go back to the model. And then now you can practice solving for this problem. Once you complete, you can check the answer with the key. All right? Make sure I love the way that I'm circle the constant and the coefficient so you know what number you're going to add or subtract, multiply, or divide. So make sure you solve these X.